Here's the example number 1 on exponential growth. So the situation is the prize of a radio station contest begins with a $100 gift card. Once a day, a name is announced. The person has 15 minutes to call, or the prize increases by 2.5% for the next day. So our first goal here is to write an equation to represent the amount of the gift card in dollars after T days with no winners. Now, since the prize is increasing, that we know this is going to be an exponential growth function. And it's important to understand increasing means exponential growth. And all we need to do is we can use then the standard exponential growth function, where we have to replace values for A and R in the context of the problem. In this context, what we can see is that A is the initial amount. Well, what is our starting amount of this situation? Well, we're starting with a $100 gift card. So we're going to replace A with 100. The second value we have to replace is R, or the rate that we're increasing by. So in this problem, the person has 15 minutes to call, or the prize increases, here's our rate, by 2.5%. But it's important to note that even though it's 2.5%, we have to change percentages to decimals. To change this to a decimal, we're going to move the decimal place twice, and so that the rate will actually be represented by the decimal version of the percent, 0.025. With that, with our rate now determined, we can plug that into your equation, that 1 plus our rate of 0.025, and that we're going to leave t here to represent the time or number of days with no winners. We can also clean this up a little bit. This would not be my final answer, but we could actually use the 100 still, but we can actually simplify the 1 plus 0.25. Adding this together would be 1.025 to the t power. And this would be my final answer, or the equation to model this situation. We can go one step further, that we can actually use our equation to determine how much would the gift card be worth if no one wins after 10 days? Well, with our written equation, y equals 100 times 1.025 to the t power. All we have to do is take the 10 days, which represents our time, and plug it in for t. So what I'm going to do is, using this equation, 100, 1.025, but instead of placing t, we now know we can put 10 for a number of days. Now, I'm not sure what this will all evaluate to, and I can't do it in my head for mental math. So what you could use is a calculator, which I'm bringing up here. And we're going to plug this into the calculator to see what value we're going to get. So the value we're evaluating is 100 and times 1.025 and 2, and I like to put parentheses around my exponents, to the 10th power. Once you hit enter, we're going to get a numeric value for that answer. Since we're talking money, we'll round to the nearest hundredth or the nearest cents. So our answer won't be 128.00844544, but rounding to the nearest cents, for which y is representing, is y equals 128. And this 8 will round the 0 up to a 1, 0.01. So after 10 days, this gift card for this prize will be worth $128.01.